What is up, guys? We are here with the 20th shelf of my action movie collection. Starting off with The Score. Quite a cast for this one. This was one of Marlon Brando's last movies as well. Not that he had a really huge part in this movie. But this is definitely a very good heist crime movie. Robert De Niro does a fantastic job, so does Edward Norton. They bounce really well off each other. I forgot what part Angela Bassett plays in this movie, but I believe she might have been the cop. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, but worth checking out. Then we have Snakes on a Plane with Samuel L. Jackson. This is by no means a good movie at all. So don't get it twisted thinking that this is a good movie. But yeah, the packaging for this on the slipcover is real nice, though, and that's about the best thing about it. Then we have Crank with Jason Statham. If you like old school action, this is it. Jason Statham at his best right here. Maybe not as good as the Transporter, but still very, very entertaining. Neville Dean and Taylor directed this. I love their style as far as us. The only movie of theirs I didn't really enjoy was Ghost Rider. But I don't think that was really on them. I think it was just more the content. But this movie's fantastic. Worth checking out. Then we have Crank 2 High Voltage. I enjoyed this one actually more than the first one even. Again, directed by Neville Dean and Taylor. It's just so over the top and outrageous that it's awesome in a good way. So definitely worth checking out as well. Then we have Edison Force. This was a straight to DVD release, but it had quite a cast. I mean, it's the main reason that I got this back before I had Netflix. And I was like, with a cast like this, it just sold me. I'll take the risk and watch it. And it was okay. It wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be, but still worth checking out. Then we have Black Rain with Michael Douglas. I'm a big Michael Douglas fan. I would say this is definitely not his best work, nor is it Ridley Scott's best work. But with the team of them two working together, you had to check it out, and it's a solid watch if you like crime movies. Then we have A History of Violence. I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed Eastern Promises by a lot. Viggo Mortensen does a real solid job in this movie. I believe William Hurt won an Oscar for this movie for a very, very small part. But yeah. Then we have The Devil's Own with Harrison Ford and Brad Pitt. Back when I first initially watched this, way back when it came out, I enjoyed it. I watched it again now, and it's not as good as it was back then. So maybe tastes change over time, but, I wasn't too impressed with this. Then we have 15 Minutes with Robert De Niro and Edward Burns. Again, not too impressed with this movie. Got it out of a $3 bin way back when it came out. But yeah, not the best movie. Great cast, like a lot of big stars in this movie. Just not the best movie I've seen for Robert De Niro. Then we have Drop Zone with Wesley Snipes. This is definitely one of Wesley Snipes' better movies. I love this movie. It's along the lines of Fast and Furious and Point Break. Undercover cop joins a skydiving team. 100% worth checking out if you love old school action. Then we have Undisputed with Wesley Snipes and Ving Rhames. Very solid movie. I enjoyed this movie. I believe this was a straight to DVD release, but still it doesn't feel like it at all. It is a really, really good movie. Then we have Undisputed 2, Last Man Standing. This one does feel like a straight to DVD release with Michael Jai White. Definitely can tell the budget was a lot cheaper. Scott Adkins did okay. Michael Jai White, not really. But I mean, if you want to see, I guess there was a third one to this series. Never watched it. Don't know if I should bother watching it. Comment down below if you've seen the third one of Undisputed or not. Then we have The Hunting Party with Richard Gere and Terrence Howard. This was a straight to DVD release, and it was a pretty solid watch. It's definitely different. Reporter and his cameraman in a war zone. You know, Richard, both of them very solid actors, so they work with the material they got and they do a pretty decent job. Then we have Shattered with Pierce Brosnan, Maria Bello, and Gerard Butler. I love this movie. This is one of those movies that you don't really fully know what's going on until the end. But the cast, the three main cast in this movie are phenomenal. This movie's phenomenal. I would 100% recommend this for people to check out. Then we have Platoon. Classic war movie here. Oliver Stone does a fantastic job with this. So does the cast, Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger, William Dafoe. Everyone's fantastic in this movie. Can't say enough good things about this movie. I'm happy a friend recommended this to me and forced me to watch it. Then we have Traffic. This was, I guess, won a lot of Oscars. It was one of those kind of skewed character drama movies when everything started to skew that way as far as movies and TV series. It was one of the first, which is probably why it won the Oscar. But it's an okay watch about DEA, cartels, multiple angles, kind of like Crash in a way. But yeah, it's okay. Then we have Cold Creek Manor with Dennis Quaid, Sharon Stone, and Stephen Dwarf. This one was okay. It's a solid watch. It's a kind of old homeowner attacking new homeowners kind of deal. But I'm a big Dennis Quaid fan, and this is back when he was making some really good movies. So worth checking out. Then we have King Kong by Peter Jackson, the Peter Jackson version. I was surprised to see Jack Black as one of the leads in this movie, but pretty solid cast, pretty well shot. Not the best King Kong movie in my opinion. I'm more of a fan of Kong Skull Island than I am of this. But still a solid watch. Then we have No Way Out with Kevin Costner and Gene Hackman. This is a very solid watch if you like political thrillers, especially 80s political thrillers. This is phenomenal. These two work really well together. You still got Will Patton in there as well. So, I mean, if you haven't seen it before, check it out. Then we have Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. We got a Sylvester Stallone classic on our hands right here. One of Sylvester Stallone's best piece of works. And, no, that's not true. This is definitely not. But it is a funny movie. As long as you don't take it too seriously, you'll enjoy this movie. If you're sitting there expecting it to be old school Sylvester Stallone, it's going to be, so violent, so awesome. This is definitely not the movie for you. But if you're just looking for a funny laugh, it's kind of up there with Oscar in a way. Then we have Instinct with Anthony Hopkins and Cuba Gooding Jr. These two do really well together. Very, very solid movie. Great cast, great story. About a supposed, I believe it's a mental patient. Oh, prison, yeah, prison for the criminally insane, yep. So, I mean, definitely check this one out. Then we have The Bank Job with Jason Statham. Pretty solid watch. Definitely not what you would expect from a Jason Statham movie, but it's still a very solid watch. You know, he's not doing martial arts and all that stuff in this movie. It's a bank heist movie. Don't really know a lot of the actors in this movie because it's more of a British movie, but still a very solid watch. Definitely worth checking out. And then lastly, we have Double Jeopardy with Tommy Lee Jones and Ashley Judd. Very good murder mystery thriller movie from the 90s. Tommy Lee Jones is Tommy Lee Jones, which makes this very entertaining to watch. Sorry about that. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. But that will do it for this shelf. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe. Your support is much appreciated. I'm also over on Letterboxd. The link to that is over in the profile description of this channel. Otherwise, until next time, have a good weekend, guys.